everyone! I am Tacet, and today I'm going to be opening up a bunch of event chests so we can get the new Adana Dragon. It is DRACOS Elite. It silences, stuns, and drains an enemy, and has a 25% chance to destroy them. This is actually the highest percent chance to destroy anything in the entire game. The difference with Destroy than something like Devour or something is that Destroy will kill anything, including things that have Impervious, whereas things like Devour will be stopped by Indigestion and Impervious and such. It is a fairly interesting troop. Of course, the Archer and Assassin class with Skull Spam will still be able to get better Destroys off than DRACOS, but as far as being able to target a instant kill, this is the best percent in the entire game for it as of currently. Though it does have a very high mana cost, 17. I know when Cerebos was added a long while back, when it had a 25% chance to devour, back when Devour could devour anything, it was never even used that much back then. So I don't know if DRACOS is really going to fall off or what, but he is really good at being able to stop casters. Of course, he has multiple things that does it. He silences, stun, and drains. But on top of that, he also has the legendary ability to reduce enemy magic whenever it does 4 times or higher matches. Do keep in mind that overall, when the enemy has 4 or a full team, things like Moloch and Plague are going to reduce magic more than this Technomancy trait. But once the enemy starts losing troops, the Technomancy trait becomes a lot better, since you'll be able to focus down these magic decreases and get them down fairly quickly if you have some kind of loop team. So this is what we're going to farm real quick. Going to go to event keys. Any newer players, you may want to hold off these event keys and save them for next week. Next week, the only troop that's going to be available in event chests is going to be the Dragon Soul, which can farm souls and stuff like that. I'm going to be using gems next week on that, but if you are low on gems or event keys, you might want to save these and not go for DRACOS, but instead go for the Dragon Soul, since you can use that as a Valkyrie alternative for farming souls. But anyways, let's just open this one key and then do 250s and see if we can get DRACOS. I'm not going to get up to Mythic, but hopefully within these 100, we should get at least one DRACOS. Of course, there is a chance that we could get a Carnex or a DRACOS off the Legendary. So even if we do get a Legendary drop, there is a chance that we don't specifically get them. Like right there, we just got 2 Legendaries. Neither are DRACOS. That is not looking good. Carnex did get a buff, though. Or 2 things actually got a buff. Tankbot and Carnex. Tankbot, he ended up losing his fast trait. His reinforce got moved up by 1, but now he has stone skin instead of fast. So overall, a bit better. Not as good as Lava Elemental or anything like that, though. And Carnex, he got a buff. He now gains 8 armor instead of 3 every single time he casts. So, Carnex still a very decent troop, especially after that buff, but I already have like 10 of him, and we really need DRACOS. Come on, give 1 DRACOS. I don't want to have to start spending gems on this. There we go. Thank you. We got our DRACOS. That's all I needed. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there he is, and let's go use some teams with him now. Let's show him. Let's trade him. Let's do all that with him. Why am I going down? It's the first one. Alphabetical order. Okay, so let's just max level it, or as max as a legend can get. He won't really benefit that much from being Mythic. That's also why I kind of want to save for the Dragon Soul as well, because it's such a new kingdom. We're going to be getting a bunch of other troops. Plus, the Dragon Soul actually benefits more from becoming Mythic than that of DRACOS. So we'll get him up all the way fully traded. We'll be able to test him out. Let's just plug him into our teams right here. Replace over all the Inferno King placeholders, and then we can go into PvP and show them all. 2 of them are going to be showing with the Mechanist class. One thing I should probably show about the Mechanist class real quick. Go over to our team. The Mechanist class is actually very strong now that there's better mechs, and some of the mechs are starting to get buffed. The Mechanist trait starts off all mechs with 50% mana, which is essentially a fast trait for every single mech on your team. Do keep in mind that this rounds down. So for something like this, it'll be 7. For this, it'll be, what is that, 9? No, I mean 8. Yeah, 8. And for Carnex, it would be 7 mana. It doesn't round up. It ends up rounding down whenever it does it. But still, that's a nice amount of extra starting mana that we'll be able to get on all of them with that Mechanist class. Plus, it also has a mech bond, and we'll be able to get other mech bonds from other troops that have it. Though this team, yeah, there it is. DRACOS has a mech bond, so we'd be able to get that as well on it. Just make sure you actually have your hero class set to a mech, or you will not get it. You pretty much always have to use this class as a mech if you're going to fully trade it, because or else you won't get the clockwork thing for the fast, the 50% mana. So let's get into this with the very first team. And we'll be testing two things, really. The new DRACOS troop and the new Karnex buff. Of course, the Karnex buff isn't anything like too huge, but it'll help a lot once he starts getting very spammy. Like 5 extra armor every single cast, that can add up over time. Especially since his skull damage with his legendary trait, 25% of it is based on his armor, so he's essentially gaining 2 attack every single cast as well. And you can see right there we did a 4 times or higher, so we just reduced magic off of him. He just went from 23 there to 21. Of course, it would take forever to try to get it down, and there you can see it again, now down to 19, and it'll just keep ticking down. But unlike the Moloch or anything like that, it only targets 1 troop at a time. It doesn't target all of them. So, like I said, it gets better as the enemy has less troops. Oops, I should have taken those reds first, right there. So we could have gotten another debuff, but we can just keep going. Let's see, we could take that for skulls. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave that there, though. As you can see, he has ability right there. Let's take it right out. And there it goes. The stun, the drain, and the silence. So much out of that. And it's going to take skulls again. I'll actually take it from it because we get +2 on blue right now. We set our banner to. And now we can get off our black manacles. Black manacles you get at 40 brown and 40 purple mastery. Let's explode up the board. And now we'll just be able to get our another giant spider cast up. And now pretty much fill everything whenever we do that. Like right there on the yellow. And we're pretty much good to go. Every time we do that, we're still getting magic debuffs too, and that's really good getting on Queen Mab, so she won't be able to do anything with us, And if any of them ever get their ability up, we can just use this and completely disable them for a little bit. Like, look, Mercy's still completely useless to do anything. Let's see, we'll take that. Didn't get a surge, but at least we got our Karnex mana up. I'll explode everything now. That should give us pretty much every ability other than Karnex. And then we can kind of just keep looping the black manacles whenever we can. So here we go, another full disable. We haven't gotten a destroy yet, though. And that'd be funny. We might not get a single destroy the entire video if we get unlucky enough. Which is kind of why Cerberus and everything else, why this troop might not end up being too good overall in the long run. Mostly because 25%, that's a pretty big gamble. And how often or not often it does it is going to really kind of disable you. Well, we didn't get the DRACOS instant kill, but we did get the 20% instant kill on our black manacles. So I guess that kind of works. None of them had impervious or anything, so we'll just always instant kill, just like what DRACOS would. I'm not too worried about that Queen Map cast. I do want to try getting another. Let's see, we'll take that. And like I said, as they get less troops, it's going to keep targeting as fewer targets, so it's just going to keep targeting things that we need it to target. And if you place something on your team that could focus down specific kills, you can even take out everything that doesn't really use magic that well, and just leave everything alive that is really magic dependent. And then you can just keep using your Technomancy to destroy any magic that they have. Let's see, can we get the kill? Nope, we still haven't gotten a kill with the DRACOS yet. No kills. But let's explode the board. The only bad thing about Karnex is he's a bit skull dependent, but he ends up denying his own skulls. So I don't think have we even done a single skull this match? I know I've been avoiding some of them, but still. Be able to take this one, I guess. Or just use Black Manacles, that'll end it. And we get another Devour. We got in 2 Devours on 20% chance. But we've cast the DRACOS Elite 3 times and haven't gotten 1. Oh well. Well, let's keep going with showing other teams. I'll show another one with the Mechanist class, and then I'll show one that you can use earlier on in the game. So let's go over to Jaren. Oh, he's using a lot of drains too. Okay, this could be a little bit of a hard fight then. Going to be using it with the Mountain Cruncher. With the Fast Straight. It's actually the quickest way to get an explosion in the entire game. This is going to move it up to 5. 5 mana, meaning it'll only need 6 to be able to get up to max. 1 brown take will be able to get that up as long as it's a surge, or if you set your banner and troops accordingly with like a +2 brown with a Soothsayer in your team, you could even get it up in a single brown even if it's not a surge. So pretty quick explosion with that. So let's get into this. He does have a lot of stun though, or not stun, but a lot of drain. So hopefully we can get a Mercy on the first turn, or else we might have a bit of a problem because it's going to deny a little bit with the yellow removal. Okay, right off the bat, a lot of purple right there. I believe that's enough to get our dragon up as well. There we go. Okay. I can't... Unfortunately, we won't be able to hit the Spirit Fox because it's stealthy. But we will be able to try something. Hopefully it will trigger. It has Impervious, which normally a Devour, like it says right there, Devour doesn't work on it. But Instant Kill completely ignores Impervious and everything. So this could actually kill the Mana Core. It's only 25% chance, so come on. Nope. But we still got the drain and everything. The reason it showed Impervious triggering there was because it was using Impervious on the silence, not on the instant kill, if any of you were wondering. Okay, so it just used its drain. If we could get a brown surge, that would be nice. Unfortunately, there's none around, so we'll just take that instead. Start getting Mercy up. Oh, actually, Mercy all the way up. Nowhere's to use her, though. Could take that, but he'll take the skulls, so I'll probably just take it that way. Give him green instead of skulls. One other thing that I'm kind of doing with this deck, which we're using Spark Grinder. Spark Grinder would be pretty good with any mech these days, especially with things like DRACOS, your hero, or Carnex. He does double effect to mech, so like if we were to cast this right now, even on the hero, who we have set as a mech, it's going to be giving it 42 attack and armor, which is a huge buff. So let's see, right here, we're going to take these browns, hopefully a surge, no surge. He'll go for a Mercy, most likely, yep. Okay, so red surge, go. Come on, where are all the surges? He doesn't even have a Jinx trait to be able to reduce it. Oh wow, she was actually smart enough to go for our blue trip. Didn't think the AI would do that. Okay, let's take brown. We'll be able to get our explosion. This is pretty much going to explode the entire board. It does even more explosions than that of Carnex, if your hero is buffed up enough. Though... that was weird. I should have exploded the entire board. 31 gem explosions? There's no way that would have only done that much. Oh no, maybe the item is glitched. I wouldn't doubt it. Agile. No.
Mana surge.
Okay, so let's see here. How is our Spark Grinder still not up yet? Oh well, let's hope for yellow surge, I guess. There we go. Oh, never mind. We already have bonus mana, so we didn't even need the surge. Hey, I needed that magic. But like right here, you can see we're going to get a double effect from this because it is considered a mech. So we end up getting 38 from that buff on both armor and attack. So right here, I'm going to wait. Unfortunately, we can't really drain anything important. If I try draining either of them, they're just going to stealthy out. I need their Emperor Corvash killed first. So let's actually do that right now. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got the instant kill. As you saw right there, DRACOS finally triggered his 25% chance to instantly kill a target. So that's what that does. For some reason, I think this weapon might be glitched. I feel like they never pay any attention to any of the weapons anymore. But that definitely is not 31. Oh, never mind. They changed it. Oh, I'm dumb. My bad. I thought it... I always used to think that this was... Unless they changed it in the past. Just 31 explosions in general, not 31 brown explosions. My bad. I've been speaking on it. Still good. Still really good, though. 4 explosions. It's quicker than anything else still. That doesn't change that fact. Okay, so let's Brown Surge explode again.
Surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Actually, let's take those skulls, get very big damage, 38 right there. And then we can just explode once more. There we go. We really need to try getting more skulls though, or else we won't be able to kill them out. They're both stealthy, so we can use this and it won't matter. We can target either of them since once you have your entire team with stealthy, you can just start targeting anything. Or else that would be way too unbalanced if you could never target anything that had a stealthy trait, even when it was like the only thing left or something. Though the Spirit Fox, this Spirit Fox has been doing work on us. Look at this.
Mana surge. Mana
But one more skull and it will go down. Oh, we even got a map. Wow, that was a long cascade right there. From just a random move. Come on, give us a skull. Let's buff up again. There's that double. Over 106 attack right there. Wow. Over 100.
Mana surge.
And come on, just give us any skull anywheres, and that will be this match. It's gonna get another cast off. Let's see, I'll take it that way. Just so he can lower down some of the board.
Mana surge.
Oh, I gave him skulls though. I didn't mean to give him that much.
Surge.
Oh wait, no I didn't. Yes I did. Mostly because of the shuffle though. Well, let's clear out some of this board. There we go. That's the only problem with using a skull buff oriented team sometimes is you're so dependent on skulls that if you can't get a good board, it's just waiting forever on skulls. But let's show the team that doesn't use the Mechanist class, because I know quite a few of you probably don't have the trait stones to trade it up, and even if you do, you probably want to spend it on other things like Ural Fire Mantle or Lava Elemental or stuff like that. So let's get into this. We're up against an all true damage team for the most part right here. Going to be using this Lava Elemental, Green Seer, Giant Spider, and DRACOS. I actually might want to repick on this mostly, or never mind, we can stun it with DRACOS. Mostly because Gorgotha or anything with skull reduction is going to be pretty good against this team. But one thing I do want to show real quick, but I already kind of showed it earlier I believe. But I do want to compare the Lava Elemental to the Tank Bot and kind of just show why you should go Lava Elemental instead of Tank Bot. For one, they both have Stone Skin now, so that's a good plus. Tank Bot, even with this buff, is still a bit weaker, but it steals 4 armor from an enemy and then deals some damage, whereas Lava Elemental doesn't have the choice of being able to target anything, but it does do a lot more damage. It's slightly lower there, but of course it's not Mythic yet. By Mythic, I believe they do the exact same damage, but it also has a 3x ratio whenever it destroys reds. It has some board control with the actual destroy, the explosion that it does, and it has burn. And as far as the other trait, this one just gains a couple attack, the Tank Bot, whereas Lava Elemental can do 2x damage as long as you don't have immunity to burning, and you have that trait. So overall, I would definitely say Lava Elemental is better. Plus, it's a 1 mana cost cheaper. And Lava Elemental also has more balanced HP and armor, whereas Tank Bot has a lower HP, making it easier to die to true damage and this stuff. So I would definitely say Lava Elemental is better, unless you were using like a really mech-oriented team. Anyways, let's get into this match now. Should be kind of interesting. Of course, this one we aren't going to be using the mech class, the first one of all of these, with the DRACOS. And essentially, we're just going to be using the Giant Spider Green Seer loop to trigger as many debuffs as we possibly can on the enemy team. And just kind of go from there. Just keep looping between them. Okay, we'll use this on blue. Fortunately, we don't have anything to mana feed that.
Mana surge.
But we will when we do the purple. Oops, I should have taken those. Or I guess not. Yeah, I probably should have taken those reds first.
Mana surge.
And there we go. We got Lava Elemental up. He won't even be able to do any skull damage because we also got the Entangle right there.
Surge. Critical.
And look at all their magic. Just keep going down and down and down. And it'll be nothing eventually.
Mana
Look at this. We're disabling their attack. We're disabling their magic. We'll disable pretty much everything by the end of this match. And we could essentially just keep looping this forever. but that wouldn't be that viable. It'd be a little bit waste of time. So let's just try getting our turn ended here. If it'll stop giving me extra turns. Look at these magic debuffs though. Look, 7. He can only explode 7. He only has 4 magic left. Mirrorlift doing a bit less destroys, a little bit less damage, a lot less damage. It's working pretty well. So let me just let it take those skulls. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to use this first. We need that stun. It's going to be silent. It's going to be stunned. It doesn't have that granite skin anymore now that we have it stunned, so we'll easily be able to kill it off. All we really need to do is use the lava elemental and then get 1 skull, and it is good as dead. Actually, I think we can align that right now. Or not, actually. I was hoping that we could drop one of those with an explosion, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. Oh, yes, we can. What am I saying? Let's use it right here. And I'll drop down those skulls. We just burnt it, and now we'll get the 2x skull damage with the pyromancy. And the burn will kill it off. It wasn't immune to burning because it was already stunned from when we did the DRACOS cast. So really good combo right there. Let's see if we can get another convert out and just keep looping the debuffs. As they lose more troops, there'll be less things for the magic to target at, or the magic debuff to target at, so we'll be able to get them reduced even further, the ones that are more important. Look at that, he's already down to 17 damage now from the gigantic amount he already had earlier. So let's see, can we get an extra turn still? Yes we can, right off of blue. Yeah, Green Seer and Giant Spider can loop on like forever if your board is set up nice enough for it. Which is really good with things that trigger 4 times or higher. Pretty much any troop that triggers 4 times matches or higher works with the Green Seer Giant Spider combo, especially if they actually use one of those manas. So right here, we can do that combo again. Let me just take this real quick, get that out of the way. As you can see, there are skulls right there. We can use the... Oh, wait, never mind. The explosion won't be able to take that down. I keep forgetting that it's not big enough, the thing right there. But we could do it in that corner if we wanted to. That one would work. Or we can do it right there. Yeah, never mind. What am I saying? We can just use it right there. And then we'll get the double damage again, and that's the kill. And it's still our turn because we took it for an extra turn. I don't want to use skulls on it yet. It still has the stone skin, so we're going to stun it first. We haven't gotten a single instant kill this match, but I wasn't expecting it. We could use it on purple right there. A little bit of a waste, though, so I'll just take some normal reds. We did set our banner to the new +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown. This is mostly so we can get up our lava elemental in 2 turns. It'll also help if we ends up dying. We'll be able to get our little spider spawns up a little bit easier. It'll also help with getting our Green Seer up when we first start off the match, since if she gets a surge, we'll be able to get her up in 2 turns. So that's essentially the premise with that. Let's use this on brown. And also, you can just keep converting out the browns. That works too. Let's use it on... Oh, I was going to use it on red, but that's not an extra turn. And there's green right there. I guess we'll just use it on green. As much as you probably shouldn't do that, but there's plenty of skulls on this board. He is stunned right now, so we can take skulls for full effect. You can see that his magic at this point is, look at that, deal 5 true damage to both the enemies. He's only at 2 magic. The other one's only at 9. You saw how high they were earlier, like ridiculously high. Now it's pretty much reduced down to nothing. So he is going to get that skull right there, but we'll be able to get a convert off next turn. Oh, wait, never mind. We don't have Giant Spider. We won't be able to get a convert off this turn, but we will be able to get a combo kill. He does have his stone skin. He did cleanse off himself, but we'll still get a lot of damage off, enough to actually kill him because of the pyromancy trait. And let's see. Can we end this with a DRACOS instant kill? Let's see that. The DRACOS Elite. Can it get a kill?
Mana surge.
Place your bets now. No. Let's see. Nope, no kill. Come on, you can kill. That's good. That's probably going to be the biggest problem with it. Like, it has a good legendary ability, but the amount of dependence on that 25%, it's such a low percent. Of course, if they put it any higher, there'll be probably ridiculous teams they can build with it. That would be too overpowered since it could kill anything, but still. It is very fun to use as a casting disable, I do have to say. Okay, we'll just take this purple here. This board is not being nice to us right now, not giving us really anything that we can do to finish him off. Oh, if that would have been a red surge right there, we would have gotten all of our mana up. Let's see. Can we do this? Will we be able to get a DRACOS kill on him? What can we convert? Anything brown. We can get out the browns.
From the light of the earth.
I think he's reduced to almost 0 magic. Yeah, he's getting there. He'll get there very soon. I'll let him take the skull for now. I do want to burn him before I just start sculling him. Nothing we can do. Oh, yes, we can. We can do it on the purple right there. And I'll reduce it down. We'll take these greens. Also get the purple from it. Okay, come on, DRACOS. You can instantly kill it. Let's see it. Come on. Come on. Yes, there we go. Instant kill. Oh, that is fun when it triggers, though. And it does work on things with impervious and stuff. So, very interesting. What kind of teams you can build around that. Really good at being able to disable any form of magic dependent or things that are really cast dependent teams, specifically if they're dependent on a single troop, since you can completely disable it with a drain, a silence, and a stun, pretty much making the troop as if it's not even there. And then combined with the entangle, they can do literally nothing. So pretty interesting combo right there. And you don't even need the mech class upgrade. The only thing you really need, the only hard thing to really get is the DRACOS troop from this, getting it fully traded, or just getting it in general. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this video. I do want to reiterate real quick, before I end this though, you may want to save your event keys for the Dragon Soul next week, as it is a Valkyrie alternative, and DRACOS isn't like excessively overpowered. It's just around the mark of balance. Whereas the Dragon Soul, of course, gaining souls is a very important mechanic of this game, and you might be more interested in saving your event keys for the Dragon Soul than getting DRACOS. Just a warning, as next week will be the Dragon's Peak Kingdom week, so you'll be able to use your event keys for specifically a 100% chance of getting Dragon Soul whenever you get a legendary drop in event chest. Anyways, that'll wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.